All right, good afternoon, Wednesday afternoon now. Usually when it's quiet like it is right now, at least for the next couple of days, you wouldn't have a video coming from me. But if you're getting a video, which you are now, then you know that something is up, especially as we head into later this weekend and early next week. And this storm system could be a doozy. Excuse me. This storm system is going to have everything going for it the way it appears. It's going to have cold air. It should have at least some moisture to work with, and certainly a fairly strong jet stream and low pressure system associated with this major winter storm now that I'm expecting for late Sunday and into Monday. Okay, let's get right to it. This is the Jetstream structure now. This is the current jet stream structure, of course, the River of Air at 30,000 feet. And look, we don't have much in the way of jet streaks here in the upper Midwest. It's pretty quiet. It's going to be quiet not only tomorrow, this is Thursday, but then as we head into Friday, still quiet. But look at what's happening up here in Western Canada and Alberta. This is Friday evening. You can see that jet stream is starting to crank up a little bit. Then as we go into the weekend, look at how this strong jet streak starts to bend. It, instead of coming straight out of Canada, delivering cold air, of course, as we head into Sunday now, this is Sunday, and into Monday, that jet stream bends. And in other words, a trough starts to develop right over the upper Midwest, right here. And in between these two jet streaks, this one over the Intermountain West, and then this other jet streak here over the eastern portion of the United States, in between, which would be right over the central and northern plains and upper Midwest, that's where storm systems like to develop. And that is definitely what I'm expecting to have happen as we head into especially Sunday, Monday, which is about 4 days away or so. Cold air, we need cold air, of course, to produce snow, and we have plenty of it. Look at the temperatures here in the lower layers of our atmosphere as we get into tomorrow and then Friday. We're talking bitterly cold Arctic air, basically in all layers of our atmosphere. And then watch what happens, and this is kind of critical. As we get into Saturday and Sunday, you can see a push of milder Pacific air now coming in over the Rockies and into the Dakotas. This is during the day on Sunday, and that warm air tries to get into Minnesota and Wisconsin on Sunday evening, but it has a hard time doing it. So what's going to happen is that this warm air and some moisture, some Pacific moisture, is going to get forced up and over this bitterly cold dome of Arctic air that's over us. That is a perfect recipe for snow, and I expect that to occur Sunday evening. This is Sunday night now, and into Monday morning. This is Monday morning, and then look at what happens after Monday. Another dump of bitter cold Arctic air comes into the upper Midwest. But again, this is the perfect scenario for snow here in the upper Midwest. And not only that, but some wind too. I'm not going to be surprised if blizzard conditions develop over the upper Midwest as we get into Sunday and Monday. So truly an active weather pattern. Now, here is the GFS computer model guidance. This is the American computer model. And this is the potential snow over the next 5 days. You can see as we get into Friday and Saturday, not much, just flurries probably here in southern Minnesota and western Wisconsin. But look at what starts happening now as we get into Saturday and Sunday. Snow starts to develop up in Saskatchewan and southwestern Manitoba and then into North Dakota. And sure enough, as we go through the evening Sunday, that strip of heavy snow goes right through, basically right along and on either side of the I-94 corridor. At least that's where the GFS computer model guidance has the snow, is right near and on either side of the I-94 corridor. Now, of course, that band is going to probably shift in time, either north or south, who knows. But clipper systems like this often produce snow from North Dakota, especially eastern North Dakota, through the heart of Minnesota and then into much of Wisconsin. So I'm pretty confident that a heavy band of snow is going to develop somewhere near the I-94 corridor as we get into Sunday and Monday. And look at this. Granted, we're 4 days out, and sometimes these guidances get a little overdone with their snow calculations, but anywhere from 10 to 14 inches of snow in a fairly wide band from North Dakota southeast into a good chunk of Minnesota and then over much of Wisconsin. So this is something that needs to be watched. I do get a funny feeling. Keep in mind, there's already fresh snow and a lot of it in the Red River Valley of North Dakota and Minnesota. And then, of course, over portions of extreme southern Minnesota, there's a lot of fresh snow. You top it off now with another 6 to 10 plus inches of snow and then some wind. Then there's no reason not to expect near blizzard or blizzard conditions as we get into Monday. Over much of our region, even here in the Twin Cities and Eau Claire and Red Wing areas. We haven't had much snow here in east central Minnesota and west central Wisconsin, but I think we're going to get plenty of it as we head into early next week. Now that's the GFS computer model guidance. Now here's the European computer model guidance. Now we like to look for a consensus in these medium range and short range model guidances, and we certainly have it. This is the future radar for Sunday evening. You can see a heavy band of snow. We're talking snow at an inch to inch and a half plus per hour falling over much of central and eastern North Dakota on Sunday evening. And then watch what the European guidance does to that heavy area of snow. As we get towards Monday morning, it pushes it right through southern and central Minnesota and then into western and southern Wisconsin as we head into Monday morning. Again, this would be a heavy strip of snow in excess of an inch per hour for several hours, Sunday night and into Monday. And that snow may actually linger over our area as we get into Monday evening. Let's get to that map from the European computer model. There it is. Snow lingers. Now it's lighter, but the snow does linger over eastern Minnesota and much of Wisconsin as we head into Monday evening. And again, there's no reason not to expect significant snow out of this system as we go into Sunday night and Monday. Now, I'm just pulling up, I'm getting these numbers fresh off the European computer model guidance too. This is the first time I've looked at it, but look, it shows nearly 8 inches of snow along the I-94 corridor, even more along the I-94 corridor between Sunday night and Monday morning. And then we top that off with another 2 to 4 inches of snow across eastern Minnesota and western Wisconsin as we go through the day on Monday. So that would bring snow totals, even on the European computer model guidance, in that 8 to 12 inches plus of snow, even in the Twin Cities metro, western Wisconsin, Eau Claire, southern Minnesota, Rochester. Everybody seems to get in on this snowstorm and potential blizzard as we head into Sunday night and Monday. Now, normally I wouldn't get this worked up about a storm system 4 to 5 days in advance, but keep in mind, there's already snow on the ground, especially west and south of the Twin Cities metro, and even in northern Minnesota, by the way. And probably more importantly, the snow that does fall on Sunday and into Monday is going to be a light, fluffy variety. So it's going to be the type of snow that adds up quickly because of the fluffy nature of the snow. And of course, what comes with that is it blows around a lot too. Even with winds that aren't considered strong, that type of snow can still blow and drift, even if winds are only at 15 to 20 miles per hour. But I expect winds to be up in that 30 to 35 mile per hour range as we head into Monday, which once again would produce near blizzard or blizzard conditions over all of the region if we get the snow that guidance is anticipating. All right, well, you're going to hear a lot more about this from me, especially as we get into the weekend. We'll have many more updates for you then. And then, of course, Sunday, we'll be updating frequently on this storm as it approaches. So make sure you're prepared. My confidence is unusually high right now for this storm system. And again, the timing would be any time past 6 p.m. Sunday through 6 p.m. Monday. Have a great evening. Bye-bye.